This is Simon Tilley live from the London studio. Nigel Farage, leader of Britain's anti-migration Reform UK party, announced on Tuesday a plan to repeal human rights laws to allow mass deportations of asylum seekers, claiming such action is necessary to prevent major civil disorder. Farage said his party, which is leading in national opinion polls, would remove Britain from the European Convention on Human Rights, repeal the Human Rights Act, and disapply other international treaties that have been used to block forced deportations of asylum seekers. We are not far away from major civil disorder, Farage said at a press conference. It is an invasion, as these young men illegally break into our country. The announcement comes amid sustained, small-scale protests in recent weeks outside hotels housing asylum seekers, fuelled by public safety concerns after some individuals were charged with sexual assault. Opinion polls show that immigration has overtaken the economy as British voters' biggest concern. Reform UK, which currently has only 4 members of Parliament but leads in every survey of voting intentions, is putting Labour Prime Minister Keir Starmer under growing pressure to address the issue, although the next general election is not due until 2029. Housing Minister Matthew Pennycook, speaking on behalf of the government, called Reform UK's proposals a series of gimmicks that would not work. He emphasised that the ECHR underpins key international agreements, including the Good Friday Agreement, which ended 3 decades of sectarian violence in Northern Ireland. Asked about the peace deal, Farage said it could be renegotiated, but warned that this would take years. A July poll suggested about 58% of the public supported remaining in the ECHR, with support having increased recently. In 2024, Britain received a record 108,100 asylum applications, almost 20% more than the previous year. Individuals from Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran and Bangladesh made up the largest group of applicants. Much attention is focused on those arriving in small boats across the Channel, with record numbers this year. Reform UK claims that changes to asylum law would allow it to deport 600,000 asylum seekers, including women and children, in its first term if it wins the next election. Estimates of the number of undocumented people in Britain vary. Reform claims there are 1 million people in the country illegally, while official government figures from June 2024 showed 224,742 cases in the asylum system, with many more undocumented individuals likely present. Starmer's government and its predecessors have struggled for years to manage undocumented migrants entering the country. Reform UK's political opponents and some charities have denounced its plans, arguing they would undermine Britain's commitment to human rights. The party also proposes signing repatriation agreements with countries, including Afghanistan and Eritrea, to return nationals who arrived illegally. On Tuesday, an Ethiopian asylum seeker went on trial accused of sexual assaults against a woman and a teenage girl. His arrest last month triggered several high-profile protests. Starmer's government says it has a plan to smash the gangs that smuggle people to Britain by reforming the asylum appeals process and hiring more enforcement officials. The previous Conservative government planned to deport asylum seekers to Rwanda, but the policy was ruled unlawful by Britain's top court. Stay tuned for more updates on this story. Keep watching Ocean News.